you today? So good to see you as always. You know, I say it every single time. I'm absolutely living my best life. And so it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to Christyna Lewis with Edward Jones. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm so happy to see you. We go way back. Way back, we're old. Well, anyway, I mentioned, so you're with Edward Jones. You're a financial advisor, correct?
Correct.
So what does that mean? Tell us what a financial advisor does. We probably all know a lot of financial advisors, but tell us what you do special. And let me tell you, she is amazing. I'm setting her up.
Thank you. So, well, really, as a financial advisor, it's my role to make sure that, the people around me and that I work with have real power and peace of mind when they look to their future. So, what are your goals? And then what do you have in place to accomplish those, right? Like one basic one a lot of people have is just to be able to retire with dignity and not have their money run out, while they're still kicking.
Yeah.
And then, it gets, that's like one of the core, and then it kind of, there's so many others. There's as many different goals and dreams as there are people. So I really, do very methodical process to then come up with something that's a strategy that's very customized and like bespoke to you and in your life and your values. And it is, Edward Jones has been around for 102 years doing this.
So
And
they're not going anywhere. I'm going to interject. So they're not going anywhere. This is a trusted firm.
yeah, and when I was taking on becoming a financial advisor, after having been a money coach and a leadership and communications trainer, I really looked around at the options, and Edward Jones is known for their core values of integrity and community, and so that was a complete match for my values, and so I chose to come with them. And let me tell you a secret, the company is just as driven by those values and like dyed in the wool those values on the inside as we project on the outside. It's great.
That's wonderful, because there are a lot of companies that aren't. And if you've got someone handling your money and your future and your whole life, you need to be able to trust that person and understand that there's what the philosophy behind that is.
Exactly. And then a little bit of what makes me different. I mean, there's a bit of it just with my approach, that we're going to center you and your unique values and what you want. But also I have a background in both financial education and also in coaching. So, I can really take what can be very stressful and very complex topics and boil it down into something very simple.
Mm.
And when I can educate you so that you understand what the strategies are and can really own them, even though I'm the one that's going to be managing them for you. It creates a nice balance and partnership, which is really what I'm looking for with my clients.
Yeah, because I love that you said it's very individualized. You listen to what people want. You help them achieve long term what they want to look at. Because I'm telling you, if you have money, you have decision power.
Yeah.
You are able to make different decisions if you've invested in your future and saved for your future and protected yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's both sides of it, I was just up in Cyprus this morning with a client, and I don't know how we started talking about it, but we have, mostly I do the investments and the growth and the aiming, but we also offer insurance and have conversations that are more on the kind of defense side, or what if things don't go according to plan? Are we still okay?
Yeah.
Especially for anybody with a family, or who owns a house, but they still have a mortgage. Like, we need to be looking defensively also. So, you know, I'm going to bug you a little bit about getting your will and having a living will pieces of it, because if something happens and you don't have that, I've seen
Mhm.
how tumultuous that can be. And then, you know, if you do, I've seen how much peace of mind that offers your family, knowing that, okay, we have a clear plan, and I can just follow that with support from the people around me that are our supporters.
Yeah, I love that because I've never heard of it. I've never heard anyone say it that way, but a defensive approach, just in case it doesn't all go to plan. And nothing ever goes all to plan, ever.
Right? 2020, for example, right?
So you have to be prepared for that. And then if something does happen, then it's not a panic. It's
Exactly.
you've
We just pull out the, you know, in case of emergencies, and then start operating from there. And you know, it's human to panic too. So then you can just pick up the phone and call me, and we'll talk through it. You know, like that's part of what I'm a little surprised at, how much I enjoy is really being there for the important milestones. You know, yesterday I got a call from a client who had been through a layoff, and she's like, guess who just got a great new job offer, right? Like, I was not her first call, but I was in her top 5 calls to celebrate the milestone, and because it was impactful. And I'd been partnering with her through, you know, definitely the financial side of, okay, now we're a single income household for a few months. What do we need to do differently?
my
So,
God, are you the best financial advisor ever? I've never met a financial advisor that does this. There's just, and I got goosebumps when you told me she called you. That's wonderful. I'm sorry, we're gonna talk about you like you're not here, but that's just shows the power and dedication and the real care that goes into this. It's not just about numbers, those are important, but there's a human side to this. It's a human element and a touch point and somebody that really cares. So, oh my God, I'm gonna make myself cry.
all tears are welcome here.
That's good. So, is it better? So, is it too late or too early to ever start investing? What are your thoughts about that?
No, no, like it really is, start where you are,
Mm,
and then we'll look at where you want to be, right? Like, you know, I have a degree in finance, and I wound up using my retirement that I started when I started my first business. Like,
mm.
just because I know the things to do doesn't mean I did all the right things, you know? So it's always better to just start where you are with what you have, and then we'll build on it. You know, that's why I really look with my clients more at who's a good fit and we can grow together than a hard and fast number that you need to have before we can work together. Because to me, having the space and someone to lead you through the conversation for what it is you want concretely, and what are some strategies that are going to support you in accomplishing that can be one of the foundation pieces that
Mm.
sets you up so you will be able to have those numbers that some other financial advisors require, you know?
Yeah, well, I love that because you meet people where they are. There's no judgment. Your plan is your dreams are your dreams. That's nobody else's, and you're there to help them achieve them, protect their family, protect their legacy, and just make sure everything's in place.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Exactly. And, you know, I work with a lot of folks who are either entrepreneurs, just out of my background and love for people who are taking the risk to really create something from their heart. And then I also work with a lot of sort of mid-career professionals, you know, in lots of different areas. But, you know, I kind of gravitate towards our people who are also caring and interested in making a difference in the community. So I'm probably a little heavier weighted in nonprofits or small businesses, but all very community spaces. But I don't use that to exclude anybody. It's just where kind of the natural affinity keeps showing up.
Makes sense. So what is the best way to reach you? Whatever you're comfortable sharing, a phone number, an email, a website, whatever you're comfortable sharing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, great. Probably the most simple, what's going to get you a response the quickest will be to call my office.
Okay.
And that number is 832-581-3297. I have a office manager who's amazing and really helps juggle my calendar for me. And you know, she is very good at like making sure we move things through to completion always. So, and then you can also just go on the web and find edwardjones.com, and then it's a slash, and then it's Christyna Lewis. But my mom spelled Christyna in an interesting fashion. So I'm sure you'll have that on there, Jennifer, but it's CHRISTYNA. And then Lewis is just LEWIS. And my office is in the Heights. I work with clients in 12 different states though. Yeah. Basically I could work with any state, and it's just sort of grown organically that way. Either people move, or, you know, it started out with friends or family, and then it just keeps growing by word of mouth.
That's wonderful. And that says a lot. If people are recommending you, then that people like to work with you and trust you and care for you, and you've protected them. So, well, thank you so much. I could talk to you all day long.
Thank you, Jennifer. I really appreciate your time.
Even if you already have a financial advisor, I'm sure Christyna is open to a conversation.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like a second opinion is a good idea periodically, right? It's just part of your due diligence to do a little bit of shopping. And I promise that the conversation will leave you with value, right? We're so busy in our day-to-day lives, and you've got what you're up to and really care about. It's very useful to periodically step back and have a conversation about your longer term wants and needs, and then just see where you are. And then that can run in the background, and you can go back out to, you know, doing all the amazing things that you do already.
Sweet. Well, thank you so much for being here. Please reach out to Christyna. I'm telling you, you're going to love her as much as I do. She's amazing, and will answer any questions, meet you where you are, and really customize your plan for your legacy, for your future, for your family, and everything. Okay, I'm getting goosebumps. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. Lovely to see you. Friends, be safe and be well, and we will see you very soon. All right. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.